Sawadee, thank you for joining us for the evening edition of NBT World Brief. You're here with me, SISAKET Craythorn. We're bringing you the updates on the military clashes in Thailand-Cambodian border as rocket fires from Cambodia hit civilian homes in SISAKET, leaving several residents seriously injured. These are the scenes of destruction in Sao Thong Chai sub-district, Gantaralak district of SISAKET province, where a Cambodian BM-21 rocket struck a civilian home at around 9 a.m., destroying the house completely. Authorities say that Cambodian forces fired BM-21 rockets into civilians' areas of Gantaralak, injuring 6 villagers who were returning from evacuation centers to check on their homes and feed livestock. 2 of the injured are in critical condition, one suffering a severe head wound from a shrapnel and another with a broken arm. Following the attack, provinces along the border, including SISAKET and Ubon Ratchathani, have reiterated evacuation orders and urged residents not to return to high-risk area until further notice. Thailand's Joint Press Center on the Thailand-Cambodia border situation has condemned the use of heavy weapons against civilians, calling it a serious violation of international humanitarian law, particularly the principles protecting civilians and distinguishing military from civilian targets. Officials stressed that affected communities had no involvement in any military operations and said such attacks on civilian areas are unacceptable. The Thai government is calling for an immediate halt to violence against civilians, respect for international law and accountability for the harm caused. It says Thailand will use all appropriate mechanisms to protect the lives, safety and dignity of its people, while urging the international community to closely monitor the situation and uphold humanitarian principles. Thailand's Joint Border Press Center says Cambodian forces continue indiscriminate attacks along the border, with civilian communities in SISAKET among the targets. The Joint Press Center on the Thailand-Cambodia border situation says Cambodian attacks continue through the night and into this morning, striking Thai territory without distinguishing between military and civilian targets. Defense Ministry spokesman Rear Admiral Surasan Kongsiri said that around 11 p.m., Cambodian forces fired heavy weapons into Thailand's Trat province, forcing Thai troops to respond in self-defense. Just after midnight, BM-21 rockets were launched into the Nang Yao Gao border area of Sak Kaeo province, damaging homes on both sides of the border. From around 6 a.m. this morning, Cambodian attacks continued along the border across 7 provinces, prompting Thai forces to strike military targets to repel the incursions. At 9 a.m., BM-21 rockets and artillery were fired into residential areas of SISAKET province, damaging homes and injuring 6 civilians. Officials say that the attack shows Cambodian attacks are not limited to military objectives, but also endanger innocent people. Authorities also confirm more Thai soldiers were killed today in fighting in the Chong An Ma area, bringing the total number of military fatalities from clashes to 14, with 1 additional death during operations. Meanwhile, the Navy has begun maritime operations after detecting threats near Kok Kong and Kok Yaw, aimed at neutralizing Cambodian military and naval positions and preventing the flow of weapons. The Air Force is supporting all services with precision strikes on military targets, including supply routes and command sites, while monitoring reports of additional heavy weapon deployments. Thailand's foreign minister said he is disappointed by the comments from the U.S. President Donald Trump, warning the remarks may be based on incomplete or inaccurate information about the border situation. Foreign Minister SISAKET said that several points raised by the President Trump on social media are concerning and suggest the U.S. leader may not yet understand the full situation on the ground. He rejected claims that a Thai soldier stepping on a landmine was an accident, saying Thailand has clear evidence that the device was newly planted by Cambodia. He also dismissed suggestion that responded excessively, saying that Thai actions were appropriate and strictly in response in Cambodian attacks. Mr. SISAKET admitted he felt disappointed by Washington's stance, given the long-standing friendship between the two countries. On reports of a ceasefire timeline mentioned by President Trump, the foreign minister said that the question must be directed to Cambodia. He noted that events since this morning show that Cambodian attacks have continued. He stressed there was no discussion or agreement on a ceasefire during last night's calls, but the Thai Prime Minister and the U.S. President adding the post likely affected expectations from mediation efforts.
การหยุดยิงแล้วอีกฝ่ายหนึ่งพร้อมจะหยุดยิงหรือเปล่านะครับหยุดยิงเป็นความปรารถนาหยุดยิงหรือจะพูดหยุดยิงเพื่อสร้างความได้เปรียบในเวทีการทูตหรือเปล่านะครับของพวกนี้มันต้องคุยกันไม่ใช่ว่าผมจะคือไม่อยากจะสรุปในทางที่เป็นทางลบนะครับแต่เราก็ต้องมานั่งคุยกันว่าจะหยุดยิงกันยังไงพร้อมหรือยังมีรายละเอียดยังไงนะครับอยู่ที่ประกาศหยุดยิงแล้วก็ยังยิงอยู่เนี่ยมันคงไม่ใช่นะครับมันคงไม่สมควรนะครับ
Meanwhile, Malaysian Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim has posted on social media calling a ceasefire between Thailand and Cambodia effective at 10 p.m. today. The Thai Foreign Minister said any halt in fighting requires dialogue and readiness from both sides. He also said that Thailand is open to satellite verification of incidents and has also asked for international checks on landmine placement. On Thai nationals stranded in Phoi Phet, estimated at 6,000 to 7,000 people, the foreign minister said Cambodia's refusal to open the crossing raises serious humanitarian concerns. The Ministry of Interior and partners agencies are accelerating cleanup and recovery efforts in Hat Yai district, Songkhla province, to restore safe and clean conditions for residents as quick as possible. Multiple agencies under the Ministry of Interior, together with the Armed Forces Deployment Command of the Royal Thai Armed Forces, are continuing large-scale operations to remove waste and clean roads across Hat Yai following recent flooding. The National Disaster Prevention and Mitigation Command has reported overall progress of more than 85%, with nearly 100,000 tons of waste already removed and about 300 kilometers of roads cleaned. The Department of Disaster Prevention and Mitigation Director General Thirapat Kachamat said operations are proceeding according to plans set by the Prime Minister, with all agencies working at full capacity to complete the mission. The Interior Ministry, through the Department of Disaster Prevention and Mitigation, is coordinating closely with provincial authorities and the Songkhla Provincial Administrative Organization to collect debris, wash down affected areas and monitor progress to ensure Hat Yai is returned to residents in a clean and safe condition. In related developments, the State Railway of Thailand has resumed normal services on the Southern Line, restoring both short and long-distance routes from Krungthep Aphipat Central Terminal to destinations including Sungai Golok and Yala, a move welcomed by passengers as a safe and affordable travel option for the southern border provinces. And that wraps up this edition of NBT World Brief. You can stay updated with the latest development right here on NBT and NBT World. And for more stories, simply scan the QR code on your screen to access all of our coverage across all of our social media platforms. Until next time, I'm Shanita SISAKET Krathon. Sawasdee ka.